What if I told you there's a secret code that can make her fall for you, and it's not what you think? You've probably done everything the world told you to do. Buy her flowers, compliment her beauty, text her good morning, and yet something feels off. She pulls back. You feel disconnected. I've been there. There was a time I did all of that and still lost her. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how to speak her language. That's what this is about. It's not about manipulation. It's not about being fake. It's about learning the emotional language she actually hears and using it to build real connection, real desire, and lasting intimacy. Let's begin. Understand her love language. Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 love languages are more than a book concept. They are emotional currencies. And just like with money, if you pay her in the wrong currency, the transaction fails. Here they are. First, words of affirmation. She needs to hear it. I love how passionate you are about your work. You inspire me with the way you handle challenges. Second, acts of service. She feels love through what you do, not what you say. Helping her run errands, cooking her a meal after a stressful day. Those are love notes to her. Third, receiving gifts. This isn't about materialism, it's about thoughtfulness. Giving her something that shows you understand her. Maybe it's her favorite book. Maybe a stone from the beach where you had your first date. Fourth, quality time. Undivided attention. Not scrolling your phone while watching a movie. Not distracted, but being present, locked in the moment with her. Fifth, physical touch. A touch on the back when she's stressed. Holding her hand in public. A kiss on the forehead. It's connection through contact. Learn her dominant love language. Not by asking once, but by observing. What does she give you most? What does she get most excited about? That's your clue. Tune in to her energy, not just her words. Here's the secret most men miss. Women don't just communicate through words. They speak with energy, tone, silence, rhythm, expression. I once dated someone who said she was fine, but her tone was heavy. Her smile was forced. Her body was turned away. Most men would have taken her words at face value, but I paused, touched her hand, and said, "You don't have to be strong with me. What's really going on?" She broke down, and in that moment, I didn't fix, I didn't analyze. I listened, and our bond grew 10 times stronger. If you can learn to feel beneath her words, to read her subtle emotional weather, you'll connect in a way that makes her feel understood, even without her saying much. Or become the emotional leader she can trust. In the dance of attraction, men lead emotionally, or the connection collapses. But here's the twist. Leadership isn't about control. It's about stability, certainty, emotional clarity. When she's spiraling with anxiety, don't spiral with her. When she's overwhelmed, be calm water. When you can hold your center during her emotional storms, she relaxes. She feels safe, seen, supported. I feel like I can breathe around you. That's the highest compliment a woman can give a man. You don't need to have all the answers, but you need to be present enough, calm enough, stable enough to hold the space. Because in a world that's constantly moving, a man who is still and strong is magnetic. Truly play with her and keep the spark alive. Yes, love languages are important, but so is emotional play. Too many men fall into the trap of being too serious. Romance becomes routine. Connection becomes chores. Flirting dies. But attraction is built in the invisible tension between safety and excitement. Tease her, surprise her, challenge her playfully. Give her the experience of unpredictability, not in your intentions, but in your energy. Send a flirty text midday. Stop thinking about me. Focus on your work. Show up with her favorite snack after a long day and say, "Bribery works better than charm." These little emotional winks are what keep the dance going, because attraction doesn't die from big mistakes. It dies from emotional boredom. When in doubt, choose depth. Surface-level charm fades fast. What lasts is depth, Instead of always asking, "How was your day?" Try, "What moment today made you feel most alive?" Instead of, "What do you want to eat?" Try, "What's your comfort food when you're heartbroken?" Be the man who asks questions that touch the soul, not just the schedule. Because in a world full of distractions, the man who listens with intent, who makes her feel like her thoughts matter, is rare. And rare is unforgettable. Know when to switch languages. Here's a pro tip. Her love language may change depending on her emotional state. When she's stressed, she may want acts of service. When she's secure, maybe more touch. When she's feeling distant, maybe quality time. Stay adaptive. Don't cling to a formula. Cling to attunement, your ability to sense, adjust, and respond from your center. Think of it like music. Sometimes she needs rhythm, sometimes melody, sometimes silence. The better you can flow between these states, the more attuned your connection becomes. It is closing and challenge. There is no one-size-fits-all in love, but when you learn to speak her emotional language, you stop guessing, you start connecting. You become the kind of man she doesn't want to lose. Because the truth is, she doesn't want perfection. She wants presence. She wants to feel seen without performing, safe without control, loved without having to explain everything. Your challenge. This week, observe the woman in your life or someone you're dating. Figure out her main love language. Try one shift based on what you learned here. Then drop a comment. Here's what I tried, and here's what happened. Let's build a community of men who get it. Not just get women, but get connection. If this resonated, hit like. Share this with a friend who needs this insight, and subscribe for more real, raw, emotionally grounded relationship wisdom. You're not alone. You're not broken. You just needed the right language.